King Charles has made a monumental announcement about Camilla, and the royal couple now faces an even greater storm as this latest revelation sends shockwaves through the monarchy. Insiders close to the palace describe the news as unprecedented, and the explosive announcement has everyone questioning its implications for the future of their relationship and the monarchy itself. Camilla's role has suddenly come into question, leaving everyone truly shocked. The relationship between King Charles and Camilla has long been one of the most controversial love stories in modern royal history. Their connection dates back to the early 1970s when Charles, then the Prince of Wales, and Camilla first met. From the beginning, their bond was undeniable, but societal expectations, royal duties, and external pressures complicated their relationship. As fate would have it, both went on to marry different people. Charles famously married Lady Diana Spencer in 1981, while Camilla wed Army officer Andrew Parker Bowles. Despite their separate paths, rumors persisted that their bond had never been truly broken. Throughout the 1980s and into the 1990s, the media and the public closely followed the evolving dynamics between Charles, Diana, and Camilla. What began as whispers eventually grew into public accusations, with many speculating that Charles and Camilla had maintained an ongoing affair despite their respective marriages. These speculations were later confirmed, turning public attention toward what many saw as a royal scandal. Charles's marriage to Diana was far from smooth, and by the early 1990s, their marital troubles became public knowledge. Diana famously referred to Camilla in her 1995 interview, saying, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." This remark solidified Camilla's image in the public eye, and she was often blamed for the unraveling of Charles and Diana's relationship. The media's portrayal of Camilla as the other woman cemented her position as a divisive figure, while Diana was viewed as the wrong party. The tragic death of Princess Diana in 1997 only further complicated the public's perception of Camilla. In the years following Diana's death, Charles and Camilla continued their relationship quietly, fully aware of the intense scrutiny they faced from both the media and the public. It was not until 1999, 2 years after Diana's death, that Charles and Camilla made their first public appearance together as a couple. The road to public acceptance was fraught with challenges, with many questioning whether the royal family and the British public would ever embrace Camilla. By 2005, after years of controversial media coverage, Charles and Camilla's relationship reached a turning point. On April 9 of that year, they married in a civil ceremony at Windsor Guildhall, followed by a blessing at St. George's Chapel. While some members of the public had begun to warm to their union, others remained critical. Over time, Charles and Camilla worked to shift the narrative. Camilla gradually took on more royal duties and appeared alongside Charles at official engagements, earning respect for her dedication and loyalty to the monarchy. While the shadow of Diana's legacy continued to loom large, the media's portrayal of Camilla softened, and the public, albeit gradually, became more accepting of her. Nevertheless, their relationship would always carry the weight of its controversial beginnings. The question of how the British public would react to Camilla becoming Queen Consort remained a recurring issue, and the royal family carefully managed the transition of her public image. When King Charles ascended the throne following the death of Queen Elizabeth II in 2022, Camilla's role became even more prominent. While she had already proven herself as a supportive partner to Charles and a committed figure within the royal family, her new title of Queen Consort brought with it new challenges. Despite the decades that had passed since their early relationship, the shadow of their past continued to follow them, leaving many still divided over Camilla's place in the monarchy. Their relationship, always under the spotlight, continues to draw worldwide interest, a fact made all the more evident by the latest significant announcement from King Charles, which has once again cast their bond into the public eye. Behind closed doors, tensions have reportedly risen in Buckingham Palace. While the public face of King Charles and Camilla often appears united, recent reports suggest that all is not well behind the grand doors of the palace. Over the past several months, growing tensions within the royal household have made headlines, with insiders hinting at ongoing disagreements between Charles and Camilla. These internal struggles, once kept under wraps, now seem to have contributed to the latest major announcement that has shocked both the public and the monarchy alike. The royal couple, no strangers to pressure, have found their challenges amplified as Charles assumed his role as king. The demands and expectations placed upon them both have increased dramatically, thrusting Camilla into an even more prominent position. While she had spent years preparing for this role, stepping into the shoes once worn by the beloved Queen Elizabeth has proven daunting, and the weight of public duty combined with personal challenges appears to have strained her relationship with Charles. Sources close to the palace describe mounting disagreements between Charles and Camilla, with the two reportedly clashing over various matters, both personal and professional. One primary source of tension has been their differing views on royal protocol and family dynamics. As king, Charles faces the challenge of upholding monarchy traditions while modernizing them to meet 21st-century expectations. Meanwhile, Camilla has her own views on navigating her role within the family, a role she fought hard to earn after years of public scrutiny as the other woman. One notable point of contention between the couple has reportedly been their approach to handling the royal family's internal affairs. Insiders suggest that Camilla, emboldened by her official status as queen consort, has taken a more assertive stance in palace matters, a position that doesn't always sit well with Charles. As the king strives to maintain unity within the royal family, some of his decisions have clashed with Camilla's perspectives, leading to further friction between them. Tensions between Charles and Camilla became particularly evident during the lead-up to Prince Harry's recent birthday celebration. Camilla reportedly felt sidelined by the plans and expressed her displeasure behind closed doors. These feelings, compounded by ongoing differences over how to handle Prince Harry and his relationship with the royal family, created a volatile atmosphere in the palace. Insiders revealed that disagreements over addressing this situation escalated into heated exchanges between Charles and Camilla, further straining their relationship. As tensions mounted, palace insiders noted a growing unease among royal staff. It became increasingly clear that the disagreements between the king and queen consort were not merely fleeting arguments but deeper, unresolved conflicts beginning to impact the smooth operation of the royal household. Charles, known for his reserved demeanor, reportedly struggled to balance his public duties with the private pressures building at home, while Camilla, known for her strong-willed nature, pushed for greater involvement in key royal decisions. The strain on their relationship reportedly reached its peak just days before King Charles made his significant announcement. According to insiders, Camilla has been expelled from Buckingham Palace following an explosive argument. This confrontation stemmed from the planning of Prince Harry's birthday, a seemingly simple family matter that quickly escalated into a much larger dispute. For King Charles, Harry's birthday was more than a celebration. It was an opportunity to reconnect with his estranged son and begin mending their fractured relationship. However, this decision did not sit well with Camilla, who viewed the situation differently. Given the public drama surrounding Harry's departure from royal life, Camilla believed that focusing on royal duties should take precedence over any family reconciliation efforts. To her, the monarchy's image came first, and prioritizing time for Harry's birthday disrupted important engagements. The disagreement over schedules soon spiraled into a full-blown confrontation over deeper issues. Charles, feeling the need to prioritize his relationship with his son, refused to back down. He believed that addressing the rift between father and son was a necessary step in rebuilding their bond, even if it meant sacrificing other duties. For Camilla, however, this was unacceptable. Feeling overshadowed by Charles's focus on Harry, her frustration boiled over. As the argument escalated, it became clear that this disagreement was not just about a birthday but a culmination of unresolved issues and mounting tensions between the couple. Unresolved feelings, simmering tensions, and old wounds resurfaced, intensifying the conflict far beyond anyone's expectations. The atmosphere in Buckingham Palace became electric, culminating in a dramatic moment when Camilla reportedly stormed out, leaving staff and onlookers stunned by the severity of the situation. Her sudden departure created a noticeable gap in palace dynamics, with many wondering about its long-term implications. Despite this upheaval, King Charles remained resolute in his decision to reach out to Harry. For him, repairing the relationship with his son outweighed any objections raised by Camilla. He believed this could mark the beginning of healing the deep rift that had divided the family for so long. Even though Camilla's reaction shook Buckingham Palace, Charles was convinced that this was a crucial step forward, even if it upset his wife. Many were left in disbelief over the rapid escalation of events, and uncertainty about the future spread across the palace. Questions lingered: would Camilla return? Would her absence be temporary or long-lasting? For those within Buckingham Palace, Camilla's exit was completely unexpected. Staff members accustomed to managing the intricacies of royal life found themselves in the middle of a full-blown crisis. The Queen Consort, a key figure in the monarchy, was gone, leaving a significant gap in the royal household's operations. For days, an air of uncertainty hung over the palace as officials scrambled to make sense of what had happened and what it meant for the monarchy's future. For King Charles, the fallout from the argument was both deeply personal and public. He faced the delicate balance between his duties as a monarch and his personal relationships. Camilla's departure occurred at a time when the monarchy was already under significant public scrutiny. Her sudden exit raised serious questions about the state of their marriage. Would the royal couple reconcile, or was this indicative of deeper issues within the royal family? Public reaction to the news was immediate and varied. Supporters of Camilla expressed concern for the Queen Consort, while others viewed the incident as evidence of lingering tensions within the royal family, particularly regarding Prince Harry's relationship with the monarchy. Social media became a hotbed of speculation, with countless theories circulating about the true nature of the argument and its implications for the royal couple's future. Behind closed doors, royal insiders speculated on the long-term impact of Camilla's departure on the monarchy's image. For years, the royal family has worked to maintain stability and continuity, especially in the wake of Queen Elizabeth II's passing and Charles's ascension to the throne. Camilla played a significant role in that transition, stepping into her role as Queen Consort with grace and dignity. Her sudden exit now presents another public relations challenge for the monarchy, with the ramifications far from over. In light of Camilla's reported departure, questions arose about her future as Queen Consort. Could her role in the monarchy now be in jeopardy? Camilla's journey to becoming Queen Consort was not without challenges. From the early days of her relationship with King Charles, she faced public scrutiny and, at times, disdain. Nevertheless, she weathered these storms, standing by Charles through years of speculation, media attention, and public backlash. Her steady presence culminated in her assuming the role of Queen Consort after Queen Elizabeth II's passing. However, recent tensions have led some to wonder whether her hard-earned place in the monarchy is at risk. Camilla's role as Queen Consort carries significant responsibilities. While King Charles focuses on his duties as head of state, Camilla supports him in public engagements, represents the monarchy, and participates in numerous charitable activities. Her recent departure from Buckingham Palace, however, has cast doubt over her future in these roles. Some insiders suggest that the argument may have exposed deeper fractures in her relationship with Charles and within the monarchy itself. If the rift is as serious as reports suggest, Camilla's continued role as Queen Consort could come into question. Her influence over royal decisions, reportedly a source of contention, might also be diminishing. While some believe her exit signals only a temporary separation, others suggest it could mark a more permanent shift in her role within the royal family. If Camilla's influence is indeed waning, it could lead to a re-evaluation of her responsibilities as Queen Consort. Royal watchers have noted that the monarchy is entering a new era under King Charles, one focused on modernization and streamlining royal duties. In this context, some believe Camilla's role may evolve or even diminish as Charles seeks to reshape the monarchy to meet the expectations of a modern public. Could this be a sign that Camilla's future as consort is uncertain? Regardless of the current tensions, Camilla has always been resilient. Even amid public criticism and internal royal strife, she has remained steadfast. However, whether her departure from Buckingham Palace is temporary or marks the beginning of a significant shift remains to be seen. One thing is clear, Camilla's role as Queen Consort is now under question, and only time will tell what her future holds. As the world tries to piece together the reasons behind the sudden fallout, many are wondering about the roles Prince Harry and Prince William played in the situation. The brothers, whose relationship with Camilla has always been a topic of speculation, now find themselves at the center of palace drama. When William and Harry were children, Camilla was not a prominent figure in their lives, even though her connection to their father was widely known during Princess Diana's marriage to King Charles. Camilla had remained in the background. After Diana's tragic death in 1997, the young princes dealt not only with their immense grief but also with the media's portrayal of their mother as a victim of Charles and Camilla's affair. This undoubtedly shaped their early perceptions of her. In the years following Diana's death, Charles began slowly introducing Camilla into his sons' lives. Initially, both were reported to be reserved around her, as the weight of the past lingered. Harry, in particular, has been open about his struggles coping with the loss of his mother, which made Camilla's introduction even more delicate. Yet, as time passed, William and Harry began to accept Camilla's role in their father's life. By the time Charles and Camilla married in 2005, both princes had matured and come to terms with the reality of their father's relationship. Publicly, they seemed to accept Camilla into the family, attending the wedding and other events. However, behind the scenes, reports suggest the relationship remained complicated. William, known for his duty-bound nature, was said to have accepted the situation more readily, understanding the importance of maintaining peace within the royal family. Harry, on the other hand, had a harder time adjusting to Camilla's growing role. Over the years, their relationship became more nuanced as the family worked to rebuild its image. The princes began to see Camilla less as an intruder and more as someone who made their father happy. Camilla adopted a supportive role, carving out her own place in the royal family without attempting to replace Diana. Publicly, William and Harry maintained a cordial relationship with her, attending family events and royal functions where she was present. However, as Harry's relationship with the royal family grew strained, particularly following his marriage to Meghan Markle and their subsequent departure from royal duties, the distance between him and Camilla reportedly widened. Tensions between Harry and his father, along with old wounds tied to the past, further complicated his relationship with Camilla. For William, who has remained closely involved in royal duties, his bond with Camilla has seemingly settled into a more amicable state. He recognizes her role within the monarchy and the importance of a united front for the royal family's future. Yet, even now, the shadow of Diana's memory lingers, shaping the relationship between William, Harry, and Camilla. The royal family's public silence on the matter has only fueled rumors. Thus far, no official statements have been released, leaving room for the media and public to speculate about what roles Harry and William may have played in Camilla's departure. Some suggest that this could be part of a broader effort by the royal family to handle the crisis internally, away from the prying eyes of the public. In the days following Camilla's exit, both Prince Harry and Prince William have remained relatively low-key, avoiding any direct comment on the matter. Harry, who has frequently been outspoken about his grievances with the royal family, has not addressed the issue publicly. Similarly, William, often regarded as the more private of the two, has chosen to keep a low profile. Royal marriages often appear glamorous on the surface but conceal deep struggles behind palace doors. While the union of King Charles and Princess Diana is one of the most famously troubled royal marriages, it is far from the only one. Other royal couples have faced serious challenges in their relationships, often under the intense scrutiny of both the media and their respective nations. This is not the first time, but ironically, it is the second time for King Charles. The marriage of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson was a whirlwind romance that quickly unraveled. The couple married in 1986 in what appeared to be a fairy tale royal wedding. However, the pressures of royal life, combined with Andrew's demanding military career, took a toll on their relationship. Andrew was often away on naval duty, leaving Fergie to navigate royal life on her own. This led to feelings of isolation and frustration. By 1992, their marriage had begun to fall apart. The couple officially separated that year and divorced in 1996. Fergie's publicized relationships and photos with other men during their separation further strained their relationship and tarnished her reputation. Despite the end of their marriage, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson have remained remarkably close, even continuing to live together in the same residence long after their divorce. The marriage of Princess Margaret to Lord Snowdon was another royal union that faced serious turmoil. The couple married in 1960 following Princess Margaret's highly publicized heartbreak over her failed relationship with Group Captain Peter Townsend, a divorced man whom she was not prepared to marry due to the royal family's expectations. Initially, Margaret and Armstrong Jones's marriage was seen as a breath of fresh air for the royal family. Snowdon was a fashionable, talented photographer who brought a modern sensibility to Margaret's royal life. However, beneath the glamorous surface, their relationship was deeply troubled. Snowdon's work as a photographer kept him away from home frequently, and their personalities often clashed. Margaret's need for attention and Snowdon's growing disinterest in royal life drove a wedge between them. Both engaged in extramarital affairs, and the couple's marriage slowly deteriorated. In 1976, their separation was announced, and they divorced in 1978. There are precedents for royal challenges, but none involving a king and a queen consort quite like this. The question of what's next for the monarchy looms large as tensions mount within the royal family, and public interest intensifies. The monarchy faces new challenges that could shape its path forward. While King Charles continues to lead, questions persist about the stability of the royal household.